everyone, welcome back to the channel. What if I told you that the one change you need to make to grow your revenue is to actually track your numbers? Now you might be thinking, how, what, where do I start? How do I do that? It's too complicated. Don't worry, I've got you. I'm going to take you through the exact steps you need to take to start tracking your revenue, how to track it, what to do, and fundamentally how to make a lot more money. So KPIs, or key performance indicators, is basically what you need to track to ensure that your business is growing the way that it needs to grow. It helps you make smarter decisions, helps you focus a hell of a lot better because you know exactly what you need to be focusing on and doing each and every day. But the cool thing is, KPIs aren't just numbers. They're actually your roadmap to making smarter decisions in a way that aligns with your goals and your customers' objectives. When you start tracking the right metrics, you know what's working and what's not. So you get to continue to refine and improve as you go. Before we jump in, I'm Caitlin Cook. I am a top 1% business strategist and coach, helping people have more fun and ease in their businesses as they grow. If you aren't already, please subscribe to this channel, like and share with somebody else you know that would benefit, who's trying to grow their business and need a bit more guidance. So the spreadsheet I'm taking you through, the link will be down below that you're able to download. So just have a look at that and you'll be able to, if you want to download it now and go through the steps with me, and then you'll be able to know what you actually need to be focusing in on each and every day. So let's dive in. Okay, let's jump in. KPIs by Caitlin Cook. So key performance indicators help you track what to measure in your business. If you don't measure it, you don't know what's going to be happening. So the way we do this is we get clear on what KPIs we need to measure in our own businesses to ensure that we're doing things each and every day to continue to generate growth. And the cool thing is what you focus on expands. Meaning, if you focus on your revenue and the ways that revenue is coming in, that's going to expand. Often we focus in on doing all the things in our business that actually don't generate all of the revenue that we're wanting. So we end up feeling burnt out because we're doing so many other things, when honestly, if we just focus on the revenue generating activities, it's going to really help. I applied these growth metrics in my business when I had my son. It was a surprise pregnancy. Then I gave birth, a few months later, and was like, this is fun. What do I do with my life? And I went from having, 8 to 10 hours a day to just fiddle around in my business to now I literally had 2 hours in the middle of the day when he slept. So I was like, right, I need to get rid of 80% of what I'm doing and only focus on the 20% that's generating 80% of revenue. So that's what I did. I just literally went, right, where's the money coming from? What does that look like in terms of metrics? How many people do I need to reach out to each and every day? And with that, my business's revenue grew 15 times in that year because I just focused on the revenue generating activities. So that's what we're going to do today. So the most important one obviously is revenue, but how do you track it to make sure it's growing? I have a simple solution for you. What you focus on expands. I want to continue to drill this into you because what you focus on expands. Meaning if you focus in on the revenue each and every day, then the revenue will expand. It creates a compounding effect. And it's not a linear growth, it will be actually exponential because you're focusing in on it every day. You're doing something towards it every day. And I'll show you how to do that. So let's talk about, this is specific to service businesses and the next slide will be on product based. So what you want to track as a service-based business is you want to be tracking the amount of people you reach out to every day, the discovery calls that are booked because of those, the amount of calls that are converted to sales, and then the revenue generated. So here's an example. So let's say you're a service-based business. One of your offerings is 5K. Your goal per month is to earn £20,000. That means you need to sell 4 of those. Now, what you want to do is look at what your existing benchmark of conversions are. Every business is different. But if you look at your conversions, then you know where you can improve what's working and what's not. So for this example, and this is why tracking your KPIs is so important, because you can look at it and go, right, in January we had a high conversions. What did we do there? In Feb it dipped. What happened there? And then you'll be able to change it based on your own input and output. What you want to do, I've created the spreadsheet, as I said, so if you want a copy of it, you can download it for free. The link's down below. So you want to go each and every day, how many people have you reached out to today? So if we expand this out on a monthly basis, for this example, what your benchmark is per month is you need to reach 40 people, because of those 40 people you reach out to, 12 of those become a discovery call. And then of those 12 people, 4 become a sale. And we want 4 sales a month to hit the 20K. As I said, I like to break things down into a daily metric, because when you create it as a day, you create a habit each day. You get to improve every day. Instead of improving once a month, you get to improve every day, which means if you improve 1% every day, by the end of the month, you've improved 30%. So this, because it's a service-based, I've averaged the days out at 20 working days a month to allow you to have weekends off. You should be having more than that off, but anyway, it's up to you. So based off this, your daily output each and every day for your working days is to reach out to 2 people. Of that, you should get 0.6 of a conversion for a discovery call, and then a 0.2 sale. So basically each and every day, just reach out to 2 people. Now, when I started doing it like this, and I really, I went from 12K my first year to 180K my second year, because this is what I did. I went, right, what do I need to do today? And each and every day I just focused in and went, right, I need to get 4 sales. Let me find 4 sales. Let me give somebody the best amount of service I can to generate the amount of revenue I'm after. And that was my focus each and every day. And so the platform I'm on is called Upwork. So at the time, I'm a top 1% expert now, but I wasn't always. So I would be on there each day and I'd be putting in about 5 proposals each and every day. And eventually my profile got to the stage where people started to ask me for work instead of me having to reach out to them. If you focus on it, it expands. So because I put all my effort and energy on Upwork, I got really good rewards from it. So wherever your revenue is coming from now, that's where you want to double down on. So also a tip for you, focus on getting in front of your ideal clients more. So ask a client now, where did you find me? What platforms do you spend the most amount of your time on? And then spend more time on those platforms where your ideal client is. It is a game changer, because with this example, for 40 people you connect, 12 of those convert. If you were to be able to get to a warm audience of 40, you'd have a higher conversion of that, meaning you wouldn't actually have to reach out to as many people, or you'd convert more sales and get more money. So there we go. Now, the next one. This is for our product people. This is how you track product business. So you want to know how many people are landing on your website or your landing page. Then you want to know what the conversion amount is, and the amount of purchases from that number gives us the revenue generated. Now, a benchmark for any website is you're going to convert 3% of the people coming on your website. Again, if you have no metrics, go off a 3% conversion, because anything above that is a win. If you already have your conversions though, then base it off your existing conversions, and the spreadsheet allows you to go in and update this cell here, go in and update that cell, so then it can give you the actual numbers that's relevant to your conversions. So for this example, you want to go, right, how many people each month do I need to have on my website in order to achieve the £20,000 revenue goal a month? Now, if your product price is £100, you then need to sell 200 of those every single month to hit your goal. So what you would be doing is you actually want 6,667 people to hit your website or landing page each month at a conversion of 3%. Again, if your conversion rate is higher, brilliant, put it in there. But if it's not, use 3% as a benchmark. And that will then generate the £20,000. What I would do is put this on a daily. So I like to have both. I like to know how much I need to be doing a day and then figure out what that looks like on a month. It's so much better when you work out, right, this is what I need to do each day, because this is my monthly target, this is my daily target. And you end up receiving and making a hell of a lot more money when you do it every day, instead of just going, this month I want to make this amount of money, but you don't really do too much during the day, and you kind of like focus on things you shouldn't be focused on. This helps you double down. Especially for the people out there who have ADHD. I serve a lot of clients who have ADHD. We do this and it works brilliantly, because you literally have this to focus in on, to create within this framework. So you get to think of cool ways to bring in more people to your landing page and website. So if you had to do this on a day-to-day basis, and I've done this on a 30-day average per month, you would need about 222 people on your landing page a day, 3% conversion. That's going to give you £666 in sales each and every month, each and every day, which is lovely. So tip, as I said, everyone has their own benchmark. So look at your analytics of where the business is coming from and work off the conversion so you know how many people you need to get in front of. So now I'm going to talk about how the hell you get this amount of people into your world. So the example I used before, when I first started, I was on Upwork. So that was my platform. That's where I generated all of my money. Now I've expanded onto lots of different platforms. So I do a little bit across all the platforms, and I love it. I love it now. It's so fun. It's so fun and creative. But what you want to do is look at what's working. So I always look at 2 metrics. So when we're talking KPIs, you want to go, how do I bring in revenue today? How do I bring in revenue tomorrow? So today, if you have a service and a product, so for example, I have products and my service is my coaching packages. I want to make a sale today, for example, with one of my coaching packages, and I want to set myself up to sell more and more of my products, which isn't going to exchange my time for money. So what can I do today to do that? It would be things like do a video like this so people can know a bit more about me, and if they like it, they can buy my products. It's also adding value. So the thing is, you want to be able to give people value. The more value you give, the more people will trust you. The more people who trust you, the more people will buy from you. Right. So now let's talk outbound versus inbound. So when we're talking getting clients, so KPIs, they're the revenue, right? So these are the numbers. We're now going to talk about the people. How the hell you get this amount of people? So you've got 2 ways that you can generate people and inquiries for your business. You've got outbound and inbound. Outbound meaning you connect with people through your network, previous clients, DMs to discuss your offers. Honestly, I've never done cold DMs, and I probably will never do cold DMs, but if that's your strategy, brilliant. So the way that, for me, to generate more clients, do it. So for outbound, I would go on Upwork. If you've got other freelance platforms that you're on, if you've got a networking event, if you've got a speaking arrangement, that's your outbound. That's you going out each and every day to bring in more clients and actively talk about your offerings. The second way is inbound. Now, inbound is generated through podcast interviews that you've been on, through ads, through social media, through referrals. So you can control a certain amount of these. So when I talk outbound, for me, I do these 2 things each and every day. I go outbound, go on podcasts, I'll do speaking engagements. I have clients now who are referring lots of other people to me. So I'm making sure I'm setting myself up for today and for tomorrow. You've got this. So if you have any questions, if you want me to go into further detail about any of this, if you've got questions, please just drop them in the comments. I'm here to help as much as I humanly can. And as you can tell, I love talking about business, and I love talking about money and helping people make more money, which is fun and easy. Now, if you want to follow me, here is my link. So it's caitlincook.co on Instagram. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It helps support to the page. Thank you so very much. My LinkedIn is Caitlin Cook Biz. And I want to say thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure talking through KPIs with you today. And as always, if you need anything, my links are down below. If you've got any questions or clarifications on this, if you're like, loved this, could you do more of this? Could you help improve this? Absolutely fine. I am here to help. So on that note, have a glorious day, and I will see you in the next video.